for considering the issues. I am going to present my presentation on mapping ecology and migration in Amitav Ghosh's Gun Island. This is the roadmap of my presentation, beginning from introduction to research gap, research questions, theoretical framework, methodology. Then I'll move forward to the analysis of maps, both animal and human migrations, and I'll conclude that. Next slide, please. Okay. Let me begin my presentation with introducing the novel Gun Island. The novel Gun Island is written by Amitav Ghosh, which connects myth, history, and contemporary climate crisis within it. The novel is set across the different zones of the whole world, like beginning from Sundarbans to Venice, Los Angeles, and other migratory routes in throughout the world. The novel depicts various climate crises like rising sea levels, storms, ecological instabilities. It also shows movement of both humans and animal migrations across all the borders of the world. The migration is presented as a global environmental condition. The novel blends scientific explanation with the cultural memory. So the novel is all about the migrations and like spatial analysis of things connected to the ecology. Next slide. While studying the existing literature based on Gun Island, it is found that most of the studies have read through the eco-critical or mythical lenses, which focuses mainly on symbolical or environmental ethics. Migration is discussed socially, not spatially. The geographical routes remains descriptively treated, not in the visualized formats or movements across the global locations. So, while studying existing literature, the spatial structure of the novel remains unexplored without cartographic visualization. So, in this presentation or paper, next slide, sir. Uh, through this research gap, I we come to the research questions that how culture and ecology and migration are represented as interconnected process in Gun Island. Can digital humanities, as I am adapting the digital cartographic methods, especially cartographic visualization, reveal hidden spatial relationships in environmental narratives, and what new insights emerges when the spatial trajectories in Gun Island are analyzed using digital cartographic method. Next slide. Okay. The novel is mainly focused on ecological or eco-critical and migration studies. In his book, Eco-Criticism Reader, Cheryl Glotfelty states that literature interprets the relationship between human and the natural environment. Environmental changes shapes human behavior, displacements, mobility, and how humans are adapting natures. Lawrence Bull also, in his environmental imagination book, says that the environment functions as an active presence, shaping human narratives and cultural experience rather than serving as a mere background. There are other critics as well, like Rob Nixon, Donna Haraway, Dipesh Chakravarti, all are stating similar things that climate change emerges from human history and with planetary history. Also, survival in the Anthropocene depends on multi-species coexistence and interdependence. All these themes are represented in Gun Island by Amitav Ghosh. So this is the theoretical framework of my paper. In the novel, migration is presented as ecological process. Human journeys are intersected with animals, waters, and weather systems. Like there are continuous cyclones keep on coming on Sundarbans. There is wildfires in Europe and other aspects of climate crisis. There is this historical and contemporary movements connected to environmental instability, whether it is of the journey of gun merchant or whether the contemporary journeys of Tipu, Rafi, Kabir, all the characters and even animal species. Climate changes produce shared displacement across all the species, whether it is human, whether they are human beings or animals, birds. Uh, let me now come through the concept that I am adapting in my paper is literary cartography. Literary cartography is basically mapping of any literary text. Like it is rather a spatial study. Franco Moretti is like can be said as the founding of this literary cartography, though there is no founding father of literary cartography is mentioned anywhere. But Franco Moretti's work, The Atlas of European Novel, is the earliest work in this field. He says that making the connection between geography and literature explicit, then map it, because map is precisely that, a connection made visible. It will allow us to see some more significant relationships that have so far escaped us. Like while studying literary texts, there are certain relationships, certain connections, certain truths that may not be visible, that can be visible through the use of digital cartography. Franco Moretti also says in another work that literary cartography does not provide conclusion. It is not just a conclusion of any literary text, but rather it is a way of interpreting the text, understanding the text. So by doing literary cartography, we will not come to the end that this is how the novel is presented, but it provides a way that how things are going on through the literary cartography. Barbara BPRT also states that instead of asking where the story occurs, cartography reading asks how movement through spaces produce meaning. So there is this spatial theories connected. Space is each and every space within the novel makes a meaning. Well, with the arrival of digital humanities, literary cartography moved from literary cartography to digital cartography, which refers to mapping of literary text via using digital platforms. Using digital platforms gives an interactive experience of text. It is easy to navigate and recurring patterns within the narrative that is stated by David Cooper in his work. The digital literary cartography use markers, visible markers, different colors within it, so we can identify various routes, various zones of action, each and everything. There is also this facilities available of zoom in and zoom out, along with this description of markers and all. So digital literary cartography provides us explicit analysis of the place which can be visualized, and we can have an interactive experience while dealing with the novel. Next slide, sir. In this paper, I have used Google My Maps and GitHub Leaflet. Both these platforms provides us to create an interactive map. In this through both of these platforms, the paper tries to do close reading of geographical references in the text, also identification of migration routes, whether it is animal or human migration, geolocation of places using GIS tool, Google My Maps, and GitHub Leaflet. Okay, next. Well, this is the map I have created using GitHub Leaflet. Let me, sir, can you click on the link? GitHub Leaflet gives an interactive experience of mapping literary text. Yeah. So if we click on any of the icon, there are different lines and different icons, different colors, like whether it is the main migration routes or the secondary migration routes. Different colors identifies different migration routes. There is also polygons used, as you can see here on the screen. This green delta, that is a Sundarban eco-critical zone where cyclones keep on coming. There is also this line, streaming lines along with the markers. If you can move a bit forward to the US, there is this great fire also occurred. So those place markers are presented there. Yes. So different journeys can be referred, and also with that, there is it provides us a way to like share descriptions of the places. So while interacting with it, one can also get like what is the thematic concern and related aspects that the novel incorporates. So one can easily navigate the novel through different migration routes. Also, there is this pink line coming over at the same place. When is that?
Vishali,
That shows that
excuse me.
different from different places, people are like migrating towards the same place. Human trafficking is one of the uh, like largest issue within the novel. Sir, can you
Vishali.
move towards next slide? Okay. Analyzing the map, it is found that
Yes,
uh,
Trushali, are you able to listen? Yeah,
okay,
hello. Hi.
Kindly conclude your presentation in a minute or
yes,
two, please. Yeah.
okay, okay. Sir, next
You can
slide,
come
please.
to
This is
conclusion now.
this.
Yeah, you can come to conclusion. Yeah.
Okay. This the another map is of animal migration, like how spiders are appearing in Venice. All the polygons are there. Next slide, sir. Yeah, in this slide, you can see that marine life displacement of whether it is of dolphins, spiders, and all. Climate forces affects human and animal. Saffron line is that different colors are used with different polygons. Mythical journey with real migration routes of animals and human as well. Concluding my presentation, like Gun Island represents migration as an ecological route, rather ecological aspect rather than purely humanitarian. Humans and animal mobility are linked within one environmental system. Myths record past ecological movements, which explains science and present crisis. Digital literary cartography generates interpretation, not illustrations. While doing the study, digital literary cartography, it shows the patterns clearly visible, so one can easily navigate all the things, or the via studying map we can visualize that all the characters, animals are moving, whether it is seasonal migration or whether it is this human migration, human trafficking things. So all the characters are moving from one place to another. The all the routes can be visible like that. Concluding my presentation again with Franco Moretti, what he stated that I took in the first slide of my presentation is if you want to make a connection or make a connection between geography and literature explicit, than mapping it, because map is precisely that a connection can be made visible and it will allow us to see more significant relationship. So concluding it, the presentation tries to see that mapping is a way, not an end. So this is how mapping can be done and all the eco-critical crisis can be visualized. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trushali and Dr. Dilip Bharat sir. It was thoroughly engaging presentation. Now we will have the last presentation of this session.